Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And Dalton going to throw right away. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Andy Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They go to Elliott again. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball is going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing, Dalton. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. From midfield here, Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Play action now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And they'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton going to throw deep for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Touchdown! Chris Olave, 29 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. shot from the one on second and goal.
44. Here you go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Prentice taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already started to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Off the play fake, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked out by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Dalton. He completes it to Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Dalton, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Taken down here by the Saints. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they'll pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But
But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.